Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another JRPG stream. I have a new mic. I hope it's loud enough. Let me prop it a little closer to my mouth. So I thought, since I felt like sketching these days, I sketched out on paper, as you can see here, a few like simple JRPG monsters. And I want to try to finish some of them. I realize I have a little backlog, but I guess I can just go as it feels for now. So this is supposed to be some sort of rat. Obviously, it's not like a real rat. I'm going to explore the shapes a little bit and see what I can come up with. I do have some reference, but I don't want it so. I don't want it to be too rat-like because I figured, especially looking at some of the old school JRPG monsters, most of them they are not really. They don't really look at all like the animal they're supposed to represent. So I think part of the charm of these monsters, creatures, is also that after all they're not really looking like the actual thing. So we can go close to a degree, and this I thought it could be something like a rat dinosaur. I don't know, because the tail, this came out completely unexpected, so the tail swinging in the back. I might do some variations and see which one looks better. But I am going to add some fangs. It's like a were rat or something. And I think maybe I should start here with the ears. In fact, they were starting here, then I changed them out a little bit. Ever so slightly. I want to keep the weird pose though. Not pose, the weird shape. Just because it's a little more interesting than the average rat ear. So something like that. It doesn't really look 100% like a rat, but again, I don't care that much at this point. It's not a big deal. Could be even some sort of dog. I don't know. I am gonna call it rat though. Hey Daniel! Oh, you're awake. Well, good morning. Good morning to you. I hope you slept well. I didn't. I was in doubt if I could stream tonight or not because I didn't sleep at all last night. Like 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Maybe a few seconds, but I cannot remember, so probably not. Go maybe out a little bit here. My cup. It's hot. Today it just became hot all of a sudden. And so I was a little unprepared. I'm kind of sweaty. But it is hot. Outside more than inside, honestly. Even at this late hour, it's 10 p.m. 10:15, and it is indeed a little warm outside. could even be open, why not? I do not necessarily need to follow the sketch 100%, which is this. It's just meant to give me a little idea. So I drew plenty of rats and mice, but the back legs always get me, so I'm gonna have to. I could even use a mole rat. How do you hear me, by the way? Do you hear me well enough? Should be a little better than usual. Well enough? Should be a little better than usual. Let me actually check that I am. Yes, I'm using the Siren Mini. Okay. So I'm gonna use the mole rat as a reference for my back legs. Hello, Industrial Media Chase. Hello. As you can see, I went ahead with my little idea. You always sound fine to me. Okay, cool. I hope to sound a little better because I bought a new mic, but it's still kind of far. So, unfortunately, my little jerry-rigged boom arm did not make it. So. Unfortunately. Wait, how many fingers does this thing have? I actually want to get the fingers right. I seem to be 4. Are they 4 or 5? Nah, they're 5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 4. Four should be plenty. I think. So yeah, I don't know why not giving it like disgustingly thick tail, which makes it sort of look like a dinosaur. A dino rat. So this one might even be obviously rats cannot run. Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game? No, I changed it. I had to update manually on Twitch. But it is saying art now. It just didn't update through restream, so I had to do it manually when I noticed after starting the stream. Yeah, maybe I can give it the 5th. Is it in the back here? Let's give it to it here. Speedy Gonzalez. What was that? Oh, my phone is... Oh, it should be muted. What the heck? Oh, it's yeah. For some reason, someone. What? Someone bumped up the volume, but usually I keep it like vibration only. Sorry for that. And so let's change the tail a little bit. I like it coming out of here, or maybe so. Let's see. Maybe it should be a little more like here. Okay, let's get rid of this. It looks kind of like a kangaroo to a degree. I don't care. I'm fine with it. Or a dog. I want to make it a little more rat-like. I think it's fine, like or as a strange, gross monster. Because I was looking through the Final Fantasy Dimensions monster list, and that's pretty comprehensive, also including a lot of classics. And there were rats, there were bats. But also talking a little bit with Chase yesterday, I was like, yeah, why not? It'd be cool. Because I wanted to make a slime, like another slime, with one of the other sketches. And so I made a few sketches. I usually do. In fact, I also have some other older sketches. Like I have a skeleton, sort of beholder thing, but I'm probably not going to use that. And because I also remade it now. So kind of like where it's going. This strange were-rat. Could have like something like longer. Maybe. Yeah, it should be a little closer here. There we go. Let's make sure it's actually angry looking. No, I like that. That's crazy. Not angry. And then I'm gonna just jump. I'm gonna jump straight into the inking. I believe. I don't know if I want to make it all fur. Like, do I? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't need this. You know what? I don't even need that. I just add a couple of these. It could be a goblin. Not a goblin. Sorry. A gremlin too. Kind of looks like a gremlin a little bit, except it's a little more thick. I'm liking it. I am liking it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be special. It's just a generic RPG monster. Okay, I feel like this might be... Nah. Ooh. Oops. It's sorta furry, sorta. Maybe it's kind of blending a little more. I think obviously it needs to be dynamic, so I want it to feel like it's falling or tipping over. I think it's nice. I mean, if I check the silhouette now, let me get rid of the previous two. I don't think it's too bad. Obviously, again, it's generic, but I don't mind that much. I could experiment by adding some like different. No, not like that. And what if I leave it closed again? Looks more like a pig if it's closed. I like it open. Could have, well, maybe more like this. This reads a little better. In terms of mouse. That's a more rat that I was looking at. I think the points on the ears are making it feel less ratty. It could be. Yeah, but I don't want it, again, if you see, like, if you look for a Final Fantasy Dimensions rat, or the old Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy IV, this is a porcupine. Let's see, FF5, maybe it was a little better. I need the sprite. I mean, yeah. It is. It's got like normal and normal ears. It's called Tiny Rat. There you go. I can round off the ears. But I don't know. Oh. Nope. And nope. I just don't know. I feel like, this is a little more like a rat, but it feels a little too. Yeah, it's less threatening now. I don't know. I like it, like demonic ears. I can even add spikes. Like a punk rat. It could be a variation. So one thing that I thought, instead of just making boring color variations, which I do not enjoy doing, I could just add little things to some designs. So for example, this one could have legit have a punk sort of. Also, this is a little more threatening for some reason. It's like more mean, like a sort of punk hairstyle. It also reminds me of the horrible boogeyman of the real Ghostbusters. Man, I had nightmares about that freaking thing. Anyone else can relate? The real Ghostbusters animated series from the 90s, that was freaking scary, man. The boogeyman was so freaking scary. A lot of FF rats just have spikes as ears. Yeah. Doom rat looks really weird, like a half bat. Let me see. You can't find it. I should probably look it up. Is it a sprite or? Man, I kind of, you know what? I might even leave the hair. Because it's wacky. Oh, FF7 remake. Oh, then, okay. These are, yeah, they look like bat ears. Absolutely, yeah. So it's fine. It doesn't have to be an actual rat. I don't know. I like the hair. What do you guys think? Chase, Daniel, what do you think hair-wise? I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. It's weird, obviously. You can do something like comes down here. This really feels a little bit like a were rat, just a normal rat. Were rat. I am inclined to go with the mohawk. Yes. Earring. I don't know about the earring. That would make it a little too punk, like an actual punk. Nah, it might be a little too much personality for a simple monster. I don't know. I can make 2 variations of this. I don't know. It's A or B here. It's left or right. I'm very tempted to go with the... No, this. With the mohawk. It's not exactly a mohawk. It's like a strange crest. Although I have to admit, it kind of pulls. Like, okay, right now the gesture is doing this. It's doing this and then this, basically, right? Because the hand is pointing this direction. I might just go with the simple one for now. Yeah, it's all distracting. I like it. Oops. But it's I feel like it's flattening the. Yeah, it's kind of flattening the design a little bit. I would just go with the spiky ears for now, and then maybe I can make a variation of this. Again, instead of just having the usual color variations, I can have an actual shape variation. I've got more sniffles today, unfortunately. I apologize for that. Hopefully the new mic does a better job than the previous one at suppressing annoying noise. Alright, let's clean it up. Let's see if I can start with the what's it called? The inking. This shouldn't take too long, honestly. I'm not using a reference. I might actually pull some reference for the fur, but I've done so many of these at this point that I can probably just pull some off by myself, just without the style reference of Grand Blue. I'm not going to add whiskers because I feel like those tiny shapes are kind of distracting most of the time, so not broken maybe. See a detail of the nose. Oh, hey, buddy. Welcome in. Hello, hello, Mr. Jake. We are drawing a classic RPG monster today. Or rather, I am drawing, you're watching. But yes. It's a rat. some sort of were rat. The was rat. Looking good already. Thank you. It doesn't. It's probably not going to be one of those, you know, complicated, super duper weird monsters. I also had another little version with the hawk, strange sort of thing. This one. Oops. But I figured, I want to go a little more classic for now. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Again, I don't want to add. Maybe you can add like small whiskers. Something like this. Yeah. Why not? Like little pointy things. Could work. Let me see how is the eye exactly. What this design needs is long Chinese dragon whiskers. Yeah, so it looks wise. Actually, I have. Let me see. I can't pull more of this. No, sorry, my not headset, but earbuds have a very short cable. No, I was checking out the drawings on paper, so this was the original. And actually, I think at some point I did want to add whiskers. I did it to a sort of salamander that I made. And it's the first one I made, and I figured, nah. Nah. Probably not. Not really feeling it. So these are, I don't know, that's poking out the side of the mouth too. Also, this is wrong because it's gonna go back here. And so it's gonna do this. For some reason, I just like adding teeth that make no sense whatsoever. Like, yeah, sure, another row of teeth? Why not? Why not? The eye is gonna have to feel like it's bulging out a little bit. Might even do this and then make sure it feels like bulging out like that. Better to give it some perspective. I was yesterday when I was sketching these, I was listening to the compilation of the classic Final Fantasy battle themes, and now I got it stuck in my head, especially Final Fantasy IV. Damn. I've got an earworm. Worm, it's another one that I made. It's on another page. I hope it took a photo of that. That was supposed to be for another desert pack, but I think I'm just going to put it in the classic monsters. Might be a boss. It's literally just a worm from Dune. FF4's battle themes are all great, yes. Music-wise, I think it's one of the best. Like even the theme of love is a pretty good song overall. One of my favorite OSTs. SNES era hits differently. It really does. It really does. It's got this kind of... It sounds weird saying nostalgic because I didn't really play them in the 90s. I played them later. But for me, it's got like, especially the... I've got this... Look, I'm going to show you now. So in FF1, the classic image of the heroes with the castle and the prelude playing. Ah, there you go. Is that your dad? Of course, I think mine are pretty good too. They're really good. Props to Adron for oh, come on, let's show me that image. FF1 prelude scene maybe. There you go, this one. Like this. Like this thing with the prelude playing. Like it's just so amazing. It's just so cool. In fact, one of the first illustrations I wanted to make was this. I never did it, never finished it, but I wanted to make an actual complete illustration of this because it's just so cool. I don't know. It's got the vibes, you know. Oh, there you go. I was also remembering this one. I think it's from the remake or the like the PS1 remake, like this. So I don't know. It's got something. It's also like one of the very first acrylic paintings I made was something very similar to this. Like very similar. I could waste some time and look for it, but I will not. Maybe another time. Just to let you understand how much I like that era. It's got something different. So it's funny again because I didn't really play them when I was smaller. I was a teenager. Technically, I was smaller because I'm old now, but that intro and the epilogue at the end are great. I don't. You know what? I don't remember the epilogue. I mean, I probably know it, like just right now. I'm not remembering it. But the same prelude is used in Final Fantasy IX as an ending theme. Ah, man, that's such a freaking touching ending. Like overall, with the melodies of life, with just la 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 playing, and then you get that at the end. Like it fades into that, right? The song. Best Final Fantasy ever for me. It's just the best. The best. It's funny because I did not play it in summer, which is usually the time when I was. Obviously, I didn't have to go to school, so it was the time when I could mostly appreciate games. What if you have, I don't know, just a normal tongue, I guess. Yeah, I would probably agree. FF7 was more culturally impactful, but FF9 is probably the overall best experience. I think it's the most complete, in my opinion. I think, in my opinion, instead of someone else's opinion, that it's the most complete game. It just feels very, very well done overall. Like, it's one whole experience. Well, I feel like Final Fantasy VII has got highs and lows here and there. Like, not everything has the same strength, in my opinion, in Final Fantasy VII. Like, some characters are not as strong as others, but I feel like in 9, it's pretty damn solid. Again, this is just a personal opinion, but I don't know, there's something in FF9 that makes it feel different to me. Probably also because it explores themes that are a little more advanced, let's say. So life, death, and whatnot. A little deeper themes. FF7 had some good characters, but I do think in terms of gameplay, they all basically play the same except for the limits. Also, yes, pretty much, because you can make anyone do anything. Apart from, yeah, obviously, I mean, okay, even if they have some base stats, like I guess Aerith with the staff is a little less slashy than Cloud, or less punchy than Tifa, but. Yeah, you can still hit hard with the staff. So FF9 has more variation between the characters in terms of how they play, which is more interesting. Yes, I agree. I agree. Hold on, rat hands. Wait, what does it say? Oh, 4 fingers, okay. Well, that's good. Because I made 4. It's kind of cool how they can hold things without opposing thumb, though. Damn. Okay. Okie dokie. Thank God I didn't add an opposing thumb. Je pose. So yeah, let's make sure this does not look like an opposing thumb. Although it's a monster, it could have it. But nah, let's keep it simple. Seven's strength was in its departure of the franchise's roots, like being a little more, techie, I guess. Well, Nine's strength was embracing the franchise origins. That's a very accurate description. Yeah, because after, 6 was pretty classic. Although, okay, the Empire was a little more technological, but yeah, and they had the Magitech armors, but it was fairly classic. Setting wise, 7 was definitely different. It feels different, and 8 is completely different still. Like, it's very much more modern looking. I never liked the idea of a school, by the way. It's still a good game, despite some flaws plot wise. But 9, it absolutely goes back to the origins, and it's funny. There's this kind of backstory. I didn't want to play 9 at the beginning, because I was agreeing with like a schoolmate of mine saying, oh, but the characters look like dolls, because I had played 8 before, right? It was all very serious, like all these characters with like sticks basically running around, and like, why so serious? And 9 was like more cartoony, obviously, a little more stylized. But then I saw another friend of mine playing it, and I'm like, oh god damn, this game is incredible. I wanna play too. And so he gave it to me, even if I had received a plethora of spoilers by then from him. And then I played the game. It was October or November, October. No, it was March 2005, I think. Damn, that's 18 years ago. I'm so freaking old. Yeah, it was March 2005. Oh, that's a long time ago. It doesn't seem to me, but man, it is a long time ago. Oh no. That was a pretty common complaint at the time. The shift from realism of FF8's designs to FF9. I can imagine. I didn't live through the actual complaint because I played it later, as I said, but FF12 is my favorite. Ivalice is the best and most gorgeous world building in the series, though I do dislike how the Venet were kind of just cop out after such a great writing. FF12 is not one of my favorites. Although watching Jake's... By the way, this reminds me... Excuse me. I never do this because I don't... Is it doing the so now? Or is it not working? There you go. I keep forgetting to do so's when people come because I'm drawing. My apologies, everybody. Go check him out. He's still playing it, FF12. I was lucky since I was playing Tactics a lot when 9 came out, so I didn't really care what the game looked like. I see. Yeah, I was very biased, graphics-wise. Also because I had played 10 already, which was, you know, a little more... It's not hyper realistic. It's still got the cartoony vibe because of the colors, but obviously slightly more realistic proportions overall. And so, no, I don't like this hand. I know like the hand. Come on, rats, show me your hands. So when you got problems drawing human hands, you got problems drawing any kind of hand. Ivalice, POG. Yeah, no worries. Actually, I'm sorry I didn't do it last time. Because every time after the stream, I'm like, oh, wait a second. I keep forgetting. I should set up an automatic, so... I should absolutely do that. I should figure out how to do that. Oh god, this hand. This was not supposed to take me so long. I was supposed to be done and like be coloring this thing now. God damn. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I don't know if I want to use the old rendering style or the new rendering style. I don't want to have to take a reference of my own hands to do this, despite them being very rat-like, because I am slim. Or more like spider-like, I should say, probably. Oh, you saw them. Anyway, I was saying before doing this, so I am enjoying Jake's run of Final Fantasy 12, and it's probably because I'm comparing it to modern games. I'm not a fan of modern RPGs. I'm not excited about Final Fantasy 16, honestly. It looks very generic to me, and I was sad to see the trailer because the first one was like, oh cool, that's Ifrit and Phoenix, but then the protagonist seems like a generic MMO type of character. I don't know, it's lacking style, and it makes me sad. And so I look back at FF12, I'm like, you know what? This is actually not too bad. Like back then, I did not like the combat, but with the new quality of life improvements of the Zodiac Age, I might even try it out. Because it's still, it doesn't look like a bad RPG. I guess in terms of Final Fantasy, it doesn't really remind me of the previous ones. Obviously, the team is completely different. Unless, okay, you played Tactics, obviously, which I hadn't. So I don't know. I'm curious. Yeah, my squeaky voice. Sorry. I'm curious because it has a different style, and it's kind of dark and gloomy, especially monster-wise. So I'll see. I'm still not a huge fan of the combat, so I would probably use the fast forward. But I am interested in the world. In fact, I was actually interested before as well, but the other things prevented me from enjoying it. Come on, I wanna finish this. At least this stage, and then we should be able to finish this damn rat tomorrow. Just a rat. Come on. Tomorrow is what? The Wednesday. Oh yeah. I'm rooting for myself to be able to finish it tomorrow. But maybe 4. No, it's got 5 in the back. What the heck? What a strange creature. 5 fingers on the foot. And 4 in the hands. The heck? I think the world in 12 is the best part of it so far. I like most of the characters and the story is fun, but the environments are top tier FF. Some of the environments are really cool. One of the things that I also didn't like in my first approach, again talking about PS2, like the original, was the camera, because I was used to pre-rendered and semi-fixed camera, and I felt like although the environments were cool, it kind of missed out a little bit on the possibilities for like striking visuals, like striking an exactly well-crafted piece of environment that's striking in a specific camera angle. I think ProJR's FF12 review sums up exactly how I feel. Its build-up is so strong and the world is so good, but then the writing is just flops in the last 20% of the game. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's not spoil it because Jake didn't finish it. Let's not spoil it. And also I might play it, so I don't know, because I don't have time. I do not have time. You can tell because I'm not streaming every day. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but then I was very tired and my son slept. Like, it took a while to sleep, and by the time he was asleep, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna sketch a little bit. So I sketched on paper. I didn't want to set up the whole rig. And then he proceeded to wake up 5 times or something in the night so that I didn't sleep again. But NSDR really works. So I am less sleepy now than I was this morning because I did NSDR, which is pretty cool. Thank God, Andrew Huberman, who introduced me to NSDR. Thank God. I suppose I will go back to streaming at a more consistent rate when I'm back to Italy. Same year, who knows if I will finish Xenoblade 3. Yeah, I understand. Although with that one, my main issue is characters. You know how much I cringe for characters a little on the excessively anime-ish style. Maybe a little too much for me. A little too much. Yeah, I don't know. How do I feel about this? How do I feel about this foot? I think you should have overall. I should start here, then go and do this. Man, it sure does have long fingers or toes in this case. Grumpy toes. There is this thing with toes and fingers. In Italy, it's the same word. And so sometimes I call toes fingers. Not vice versa. Like I call everything fingers. So I might do it every now and then. My apologies to the native speakers if I do. And to those of you who are very fond of grammar. You know what? I might just go with that. Yeah. Yeah, it just needs to be a tiny bit more angled to the side. Your disgusting tail. It is gonna stay large because yes, thick tail is the way. This is the way. Ooh, have you guys seen the Balenciaga FF7 video? I think it's spoilers really, but it's really hate the Venet. Basically used like the stupid Ghost in FF7 remake, just robbing you of agency. I dislike the kind of Fate Destiny nonsense. I see. I have no idea what that is, so not spoiler for me. I have not finished Dune yet. It's taking quite some time. I did take a little break and I read some Batman comics to chill out at some point, but I'm getting very, very little time. Or I am allocating very little time to reading recently, to reading novels. Other stuff I might, and these days I'm just rereading the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, so I gotta finish it though. It's interesting. It's just very, very slow to read. Not because of the size, but because of the pacing. Okay. Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay, I feel like now, this feels off. I have to decide it later. And this also. This is. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is wrong. This is. Ah, I screwed up. Oh, you started reading Dune. What do you think, Daniel? Like I already mentioned in the previous streams, while I like it, I find it very hard to read. I'm not a fan of the style of the author, like the actual writing style. Not for me. There should be a little more. Bony, like knobbly. Dune has great world, but it's not very well written. Yes, like we already said a few times. Like I remember we already had this discussion. I don't know if you were in the voice, maybe not. No, I think you would know. I was in Japan already. Yeah, the world is great, really very interesting. The pacing is, or the actual writing is a little heavy, on the heavy side. So, man, I'm gonna have to. Dude, there's gotta be a way I figure out how to make the foot look decent. Also, because I have to go. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, yeah, the world building is cool. The writing is okay, some of the stuff is weird, like the grandfather being a matador. And to keep the bull's head, that, yes, it's peculiar. It's peculiar, they got peculiar habits. I did not look. I read the first part of Dune 3 years ago, and so I did not even remember the bull had killed the grandfather. I remembered obviously the bull's head on Arrakis, but all right, everybody. So this was the original sketch. I think it's looking a little better and plausible as an FF monster or a classic RPG monster. This is looking good, but between the Fardari, Quake Rodent, and the other rat, there was another rat. Oh, I forgot. It might be a bit much for my game. Yeah, it might be. Wait, so there is the Quake Rodent. Yes, and the Fardari, obviously. What is the other rat? Did I do another rat? Because the Gorta is not a rat. It's got a rat tail, but It's not a rat. The fear gourd. Okay. Anyhow. Oh, the variation of that. Yeah. Sorry, I was considering that as one. I am. Alright, everybody. We're gonna go. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't know if tomorrow I mean, I can take this to a finish, or I can show you a preview of what I sketched yesterday. Let me see if I don't screenshot something embarrassing from my folder. Okay. 10 out of 10 would find this rat. Thank you. So this is it. See, I had a few. I see. This is the salamander with a crown on top that I was thinking about. This is a sort of gecko that I'm probably gonna use. Probably. Not the minotaur thing. Yes, the werewolf. Or yes, the spirit monster thing. Yes, the catoblepus or catoblepus, whatever it is. Yes, the beholder. And yes, one of these bees, probably this one. On the left. Although I like the, sorry, on the right. Although I like the left one too. And then I had, these are like a couple minutes each, really, just to put together some shapes. And then we got these two, generic bat monster that I might review, and the worm. So looks like a chameleon. Yeah, it's a gecko chameleon, whatever it is. So we'll see. My idea would be to just use these without overthinking them, because in any case they're fine. I mean, they're not too bad. So I kind of like them. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get going and I'm gonna go to sleep. Hopefully I can sleep today. Pray for me, please. And thank you so much for your company again. I will talk to you next time. Take care.